Is your answer clear? How we spoil the children actually, and how they will become responsible without the space of getting conditioned. By conditioning, we are making our life more tough. And then we think, why are they not listening to us? They are not listening because you never taught them responsibility. You only taught them rules. Yes, Ma, you have any question you can send before we move to anything else, because this choice as suffering is a huge space we have to understand. We are stuck with this for lifetime. From the way we sit to where we eat, everything is based on a choice, a condition, a rule. Which is good, which tastes good. That's what I want to eat. We don't think anything that is in our plate is good for us. We only think, if I get chocolate ice cream, it is good. That makes me happy. We are really stuck people. We are stuck in a defined space. A child is not in a defined space. They are in a possibility space. They can sit any way they want. They will eat anything they want. They are in such beautiful space. Okay, Madhvit is going to explain little more with the example because they want more example where they are. Ma, you have to be with the class every month. Only then this is going to happen. A space of a child is a cognition shift. Cognitive shift of your brain. You have to understand as an experience. It cannot happen as just a learning. It has to happen as an experience. Because it's like saying, I'm calling a new Indian dish and telling you, it tastes good. Unless you eat it, that dish has no meaning and value to you. Only if you really taste it and eat it, you can even understand this. Words cannot make you, give you that experience, and it will not satisfy you. Again and again you go back and you will say, I don't understand what the dish is. Of course you will not understand the dish because you have to experience the dish. You cannot. A space of a child is an experience. It is not to understand. Okay, so be with me and then experience with your child. Only then you will really get it. It's not an easy thing that you listen to me and you understand that. You have to really start experiencing it by really start moving, shifting your space to a child. Madhvit will go slow and explain again. So the first thing Madhvit was saying is, we are living, first let's define our space, which is very easy for us to understand, right? We define, if you take a plate and go to a buffet and you want to eat in the restaurant, whatever you like. Okay? So you start picking up what all you like. What all you like is fruits. For example, you are a person who eats fruits, vegetable. The space where we are constantly choosing. And we are not constantly being responsible. See, responsible is something spontaneously accepting or spontaneously living the moment where we are. That is responsibility we can define. But what we do is constantly choosing from the happening that is happening around us. If you go to a room, we see where we want to sit, which is more comfortable place for us. When we go to a restaurant, we see the menu card, which is something that we like. From San Jose, we have a question. I was here in the last class. I find my child giving resistance when I give them responsibility. She says she'll do something, but then does not do it. She says something that she'll do it, but she'll not do it. Initially, see, we have been grooming them with choices. We have not given them complete responsibility to them. So what is happening? We are teaching them something, but we are expecting something else. You want her to take responsibility of the whole situation, but you have always chosen things for her. How can that two work together? If you give them the choice, everything is choice for us. And where they are is everything is spontaneous for them. So there is a totally different space each one occupies. For us, everything is choice. The dress we like, the hairstyle we like, the place where we want to sit, the food what we want to eat, the people who we want to talk, everything is based on a choice. The choice that we are is the reason why we like something or why we dislike something, right? For them, life is not like that. For them, life is whatever it is, they just go with that. Any dress is fine, any place is fine to have fun, anything is good for them. This is what their life is. They accept, and every person they meet is fun. They don't look at life like us. We have so much of conditioning going on in our brain. We think only this person can make me happy. No, for them, every person on planet Earth can make them happy. Every food can be tasty and wonderful. Every situation is about learning. For us, every situation is about when is this going to get over. That is where we live. We have gone very far from life. That's why Swami is struggling to bring us back to life, where we should be happening, where everything is a possibility. Instead of struggling for every moment, everything is a possibility for us to explode and make it as a reality. That is where life should be, like of a child. We have been given, for example, we go to a restaurant, we start picking up few things that we like. We like chocolate cake, then we like some pasta, and we know that we have to eat some fruits, so we catch up some fruits, some bread. So these are things we choose in a plate. If you keep the same plate in front of a child, everything is beautiful. Or you just take some vegetables and keep it in child's plate. Even that is wonderful for them. They never, when they took birth, they never said, I want chocolate milk, mommy. They didn't say anything. Whatever you gave some strawberry thing, they like it. You give some chocolate, they like it. If you give vanilla, they like it. They just are trying out different things and they just say, okay, this is fun, that's fun, this is also fun. That's all. Life is beautiful for them. They do not have likes and dislikes. We create that. And then we ask questions. They don't do it is because we have not given enough space for them to happen as spontaneous as a possibility. We always defined their space and we did not define it properly also, and then expect them to do the way we want them to do. Very clear we are. We start telling them, this is how you have to do things. This is how you have to understand things. And then we question them, why are you not doing it? It's too much of a condition, too much of a pain for them. Because now they have to follow rules. It's like if you are put in a place with rules, how would you feel? You will feel it is torturing for you from morning to evening. That's how you're supposed to live. We can't even live one day. We'll just run out. But they just live so beautifully. What a space they can be. They can just accept anything and everything as a rule and still live and not crib about it. They never say, oh, my mommy and my daddy, I can't live with them. They don't do anything like that. They never talk about like that, things like that. They understand life is like this, and that's what we have to understand from that. But you have a question, why doesn't she do it? It's because you have an expectation. You're literally forcing the children. If you have this question, why she's not doing something the way you want it, it's like you're forcing adult. Not only just choosing and conditioning, you're forcing the child to be the way you want the child to be. Her existence should happen just like the way you want your life to be. And some of the parents push the kids because they couldn't make it happen. They want their kids to happen like that. No, kids are not here for you to explore. The kids are here for them to see their life to explore. They are an independent, intelligent happening in the space where we are. They are not part of us. They don't become like a hand, eyes, nose of us. No. They are an independent being who has landed in this planet Earth. Again and again tell that to your brain. They are independent being. Don't try to possess them. They are independent being happening on the planet Earth to become a possibility. Any leaders in the planet Earth, if they are possessed by their parents, they would have never become a leader or never become extraordinary people on planet Earth. They are people whose parents led them with lots of freedom and making sure they are safe. That's all. Safety and security and responsibility of giving important fact is our domain. We do not expect them to behave in particular way. Expectation is clearly saying that you want them to be one of your body part. They cannot be. It's like we suffer as though they are part of our own body. They are a being. It's very nice. Humanity still thinks they have to safeguard the next new generation which happens. That was wonderful. But possessing them, conditioning them, giving them all your choices is causing suffering. That is where we are stuck. We run from our patterns. Why? Because our parents put in a domain called rules and we are stuck there. We have to step out of it. Then you'll see where the children are. They can sit in any place, they can eat any meal. I'm giving a very, very basic examples. Not even examples of life. Just basic, how we sit, how we eat, what we talk. This is difficult, that is difficult. Oh my God, this whole thing is not working. See, we all decided we'll be on video. Now we are all in Ustream like last time. We just switched. We can just think, oh, this is so much suffering. Again, it is not happening. Why is this happening like this again and again for me? Why is this not working? Or we can think, wow, everything is fine now. And just go with the flow of life. Then we don't have to live in the conditioning that life expects. Rather, we can live in a space where life is just going to happen for me. Life is such a beautiful space. Only thing we need to learn to enjoy life. It's very important how we learn to enjoy life, where life happens. And that will make us very responsible. The children will be very, very responsible completely, because they are in the space of everything is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Everything around them is beautiful. So we have to somehow keep the children in that space. All we need to do is keep them in a space where choice is not given to them. Only facts are given to them. We have to keep the children in the space where information is told to them, not expectation happens out of them. Please do not expect them to behave in a particular way. Please expect them only to be safe. Safety, security is good. Facts need to be given, but don't expect them to behave what you want them to do. And because you think this is wrong, this is right. No, nothing is wrong. If they go and they are supposed to do something and they do halfway, just ask them why they did it. Instead of asking, you did not finish, you're supposed to do this. No, don't ask them those questions. Ask them, these are the things that we need to do. So you did these things. What made you leave these things? How can I help you to make that also a possibility for you? That you are taking responsibility even for her inauthenticity is something you can live as an example to them. Instead, you telling them, you should do like this is not correct, that is not correct, you don't know how to do. If you're going on like this, then you're making a life as a struggling. Not only you struggle, your child also struggles with you. Completely, the child struggles to live a life. And that is not okay. That is suffering. Difference between responsibility and which is happening spontaneously and what you expect. Expectation is choice. When you expect something out of your kid is a choice. Of course, Madhvet is not talking about safety and security. A child is going to be a child. If you want them to behave like an adult, then comes the problem. Responsibility is different from what they can do and where they cannot do. They cannot run on the road. That is safety. But they can run around in a restaurant probably, and then you can guide them and slowly tell them, see, we run in the playground. I'll take you to the playground in the evening. Please run there. In the restaurant, if you run, you might dash on something and something will spill. That is the only reason we want you to sit down. If you are clear about your facts and not give them rules, then the whole point will be making them responsible. They might run again and dash on something and something might spill. So then they will have a learning. If you expect them, unless you give them the space for making mistakes, you are not teaching responsibility. If you want them to be without making mistakes, then you are conditioning them. Mistakes are okay. We make blunders. We make life blunders, not just mistakes. So it is okay for them to make mistakes. You tell them the facts. If it is dangerous, then you guide them personally. Hold their hands and not let them on the road so that they don't run. That is safety. That is okay. But in a restaurant, if they're running and they're going to dash on somebody and they make a mistake, tell them very clearly first, No, this is something, the water spill, somebody will fall or something will be dirty, and all that you can say as facts, but still they just run and just let it happen in front of them. Let them see what life presents to them. And then from there they're going to learn. Oh my God, this is not making me happy. The minute they drop something, they know very clearly they are not making the inner space happy. And the minute they know the inner space is not getting in the space of expansion, that is happiness, then they are very clear. They don't want to do it again. Ask them, is this making you happy? Is this expanding you? No, it's not going to expand. It's not happening. So what's the point of doing it? Don't do it. Next time be careful. That's all. There ends the whole thing.